Okay, welcome back to Rowdy's World. We just gonna get right to it. Y'all remember that rusty, crusty old wheel? Yeah, it ain't the prettiest, but it ain't so rusty and crusty like it was now, ain't it? She looks a lot better, a lot better. Steady vapor rust. Just let it sit in the vapor rust, take it out, clean it off, spray it down with some oil. Now I'm just taking off this air box. It needs a real good deep clean, kind of like I did on the XR100. If you haven't seen that build, go back on my playlist. I have the whole project playlist ready. You see the whole epic build. RIP, she's no longer with us, but it was fun while it lasted. Okay, here we go. We got a bin and it's full of parts. Another project that has run away from me. $500 XR80 needed a hell of a lot more than I thought, and I just be doing too much sometimes. But anyway, this is what we got. It is some older parts in there from the XR100. We are gonna be using some parts from that project. We're gonna be seeing that in a minute. And then mostly new parts, but let's dig into this bin and see what we got. So you can see we're in a new location, new digs. Still ain't moved in yet all the way. mainly because of this project. I bought the bike the week of me moving, and now, yeah, I just been working a lot trying to make my money back from moving, making my money back from buying a bike, plus other stuff. But yeah, so that's why we got packages, paintings on the floor, boxes, yada yada yada. Haven't unpacked yet, but we got a bike to build, rebuild, revamp, refresh, whatever you want to call it. Lego. Package from Amazon. I used my big three when I was buying parts, which is Rocky Mountain, eBay, and the good old Zon, baby. Good old Zon. Hour meter. I buy the same cheap hour meter off of Amazon for all my bikes. All 10, 12 bikes I done had. They work. They all work the same. And this is accurate and it works for me. Put the link in the description. It's cheap, like $10, I believe. This is supplies. This isn't even parts, but I need them for this project. The little Dremel tool flap wheels, 80 grit, cheap. Amazon, they work really good. Help strip paint, help smooth out surfaces and nicks and scratches and all that good stuff. Prepping for paint and, you know, just cleaning stuff up. Fuel line. I went with this fuel line because one is clear. I like to see what's going on. And also because it came with 2 feet of 4 different sizes. And to be honest, it looks like neither one of these is gonna be working. This was $5. It said it was for an XR80. At least that's what I think it is. China, but hopefully I can use it for something. Yeah. They're starting to get a lot of more aftermarket parts for these bikes, like this part that I'm about to show you that the bike didn't come with. Some of them say US made, some of them just say US based and sold. I'm not buying it, they made them here. But either way, if it works, it works. XR80 100, CRF80 100, filter cage holder, whatever you want to call it. We won't be using this cheap filter, even though probably ain't really nothing wrong with it, but I already bought an Uni filter, which is top of the line. I really more so just want to show this. The OEM, this was like $20 off of Amazon. They got them on eBay too. The OEM I think is like 40. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just for something minuscule like this. I did see a little, it does come lubed, as you can see. He got oil all over my hands, if you can't see. Keeps this from rusting. But yeah. It's actually pretty good quality. $20, half off from OEM. It's gonna work. Know me in the comments before getting the link sometime. Anywho, which one is this? Yeah, it's a clutch. It's supposed to be shorty. I guess it is shorter than OEM. We'll open it up. I don't have the OEM one with me, but not a whole lot shorter than OEM, but it's shorter. On the XR100, I had the Fly Racing one, and I can't find that one right now. Especially the one I want, the black and silver one. But anyway, this one's off eBay for like $18 and what's this? Dimgo? I don't know. It's gonna work. We have front brake cable. Once again, no, the front brake cable was roached out. I had to get a new one. I don't necessarily need a front brake cable to ride the bike, especially for wheelies and stuff, but I got one. That was $10, I think, so that ain't nothing. Buying a bike or building a bike or doing anything with a bike anyway. So there's that. Front brake pad. Some people say this is SOK SOK is not that bad of a brand, cheap brand. It's front brake, so I'm not really pressed about getting OEM and EBCs, but for the rear, I always get quality brakes, whether they're shoes, pads, whatever. Just take this out and show it real quick. But this is my 2001 XR100 front fender that came with it. Replaced it. I just like this shape, this front shape a little better than the one that I have. The older ones are a little more squared out, and I know I can get this one to fit. So we'll clean it up a little bit and run it. Another XR100 part. The front number plate. It's a different shape from the square one that comes on the XR80s, older style, so we're gonna try to get this one to work. This is important. You'll see why. I haven't showed it yet, or I might have showed it yet, I don't know. I don't think I did, but we needed clutch placing. We needed a clutch. Touch clip came in handy. XR80s and 100s basically had the same bottom end, so top end of course is different, but bottom end pretty much the same, including the clutch. Wow, I should say. We got a chain. I wanted a gold chain, and I think this was what, like $20, and the one on Rocky Mountain was like 40. So yeah, budget bill. These are gonna come in handy. I have these and more from when I bought my my KLX 110. I had bolts that didn't work, so we only need 4, so I got these 2 and I have some more. This is also some foot peg hardware, XR100, and then this is the other part of the clutch. These are OEM springs. I got it set because in the XR100 we put EBC heavy duties in there. So here we go. And it looks like some are OEM and some are the EBCs. I think they sent 2 extras. We have a 52 sprocket. The XR100 OEM one is 50. This is a 52. I'm just curious to see how it works, so I'm gonna try it out. I did order new chain and sprockets for this, but I just want to see how this works. Eventually, I'm not gonna start off with this, but big old sprocket. And we even have 13.2 for the front. At 13.2 for the fronts. That's going down for even more torque. So I took it off the 100. Still have this nibby quick turn with a grip already on it, but we're gonna take the grip off because we got new grips on the way. But curious to see how it works on the 80 because I never really got to run it. So we're gonna try it. These foot pegs, which are in a lot better shape than the ones that I have, a lot cleaner, even though we're cleaning the ones up right now. We'll see, we'll compare and contrast which ones are better. See, this one kind of have a bend in it, but pretty damn clean for the most part. Some lights. Never got to set up our LED lights on the XR100, but we're gonna get to do it on this bike. This is back from the 85, CR85 big wheel I had. I just bought the whole thing. They sell it by, I don't know how many feet or how much it was, but I was replacing all the hoses on that, which I never got around to doing, so I just kept this. Chain guard, XR100, bar pad from 450. We got these chain adjusters. I think these are actually OEM. I'm gonna have to look at my records. I'm pretty sure these are OEM. Cause we were using these axle sliders, you know, the little, I forget what they call. I think they might be axle sliders, but I'm pretty sure these are OEM. I'm gonna have to look at the records from the parts list from the XR100, but we got crispy joints, crispy chain adjuster. Rocky bouts in ATV. The go-to, of course. Done it all, tried them all. OEM fuel cap breather hose. It was cheap, like $5, $6, so I just got the OEM one. I don't need one that's colored and I don't know, they about the same. OEM spec, NGK plug. You don't need to take it out of the box, you know what a spark plug looks like. If you don't, Google it. We got OEM style brake lever, which it is shorter. I mean, it is longer than the this shorty one. So like I said, this one is slightly smaller than OEM. I think this is like a direct OEM replica pretty much. I'll compare, but pretty sure it is. And Tusk, man, they getting more and more parts. The quality ain't bad, man. It's another reason why I like Rocky Mountain. Here's another Tusk part, magnetic drain plug with the washer, Tusk. Since we at it, more Tusk. Throttle tube, OEM style. Pony filter, like I said, I wanted to get a quality filter. Motion Pro. What? Oh, I thought it was, I just thought it said brake cable. Motion Pro, clutch cable. I go with Motion Pro with most of my cables. They're cheap and they're really good quality. Motion Pro throttle cable, didn't want to get a cheap Chinese one, even though Motion Pro might be made in China, but Motion Pro throttle cable, always good quality, never lets me down. With these XRs, you need the one, with the built-in cap. If you can see that cap, you can't take it off. Trust me. I've tried. You're just gonna damage it, not gonna be able to use it. This is the third pair of ODI road grips. The first pair was on a KX125 that I had. I traded for the 85. I had that KX for like a week, 2, maybe a month, and I barely got to try these grips. Bought them for the XR100, those blue ones we just saw. Barely got to try those. So Here we go again. Let's try. Rear brake pads, like I said, I don't cheap out when I go at the rears because that's what I mostly use. This is basically gonna be a fun wheelie bike and we need good pads. OEM is really the better, but they're a little more pricey. We're trying to go for a budget build, but still good quality. And then JT sprocket, 14 tube OEM spec. And then the rear, which is, I believe, 38, 37, something around there. I don't know. 46. 38 is the small one that people be trying to race with, but yeah, this is 46, 14 is the OEM spec, so yeah, a lot of parts. It's gonna be a crispy unit. I told myself 2 weeks, but I got in too deep, so I'm thinking 3 weeks to a month. We'll see, but we gonna keep at it. Stay tuned. There you go.